So I've been back in Canada for a couple nights now, and I think I've just been sleeping mostly day and night, a little bit of cooking. So while I was in Africa, I saw some energy towards the concept of unify Africa. And it really got me thinking, like, well, why not unify the Commonwealth? We pretty much all know that democracy is a failure. We take the concept of democracy, it means majority rule. Majority rule is the same thing as mob rule. Then we take reality of democracy, and what we get is that the legislature is purchased, which is the same thing as the mob rules. So we need to change it to a system where we have a kingdom. In a kingdom, the king is supposed to own the public treasury. So, as owner of the public treasury, when someone engages in a public official engages in an act of corruption, the king loses. And therefore, the king gets angry because he loses money. That results in a system where corruption is basically arrested, which seems to be a huge problem all around the world. So, when we have a king, we basically now can solve the corruption problem. Then we want to engage in trade. And it seems to me that we are always confused about who's our friend, who's not our friend. If we have a kingdom, then we have an owner of the kingdom. And that owner of the kingdom can replace the various leaders at any time, which means that if two leaders start to engage in fighting and want to go to war, the king can just replace them and end the war. We would also see that the king would want to now take his kingdom and have all the different pieces flourish. So I would think that the king would want to engage or help facilitate trade amongst all the different nations within his kingdom. So I realize that there's talk about colonial times and some bad things supposedly happened. And I think that what we need to do is have a kingdom with one rule, one law: no trespassing. And from there, we can start to have rights for everyone, equal rights for everyone, because you can't vote to take away someone's rights. If you vote to do that, that person can apply to the king and get the king to help him. And really, in a kingdom, we're going to have no one who's stronger than the king, which means, you can't bully the king. And this should result in a much more just system than our system that we have today. And I think it would result in a system where the kingdom would really flourish under one owner who is now able to take control of all these different pieces and move them together in unison. Long live the king.